Hi, and welcome to Morgan's Best Ideas update for May 2021. I'm Andrew Tang. I'm a strategist at Morgan's. Well, what a difference a year makes. We've seen one of the steepest bear markets in history, followed up by one of the sharpest bull market recoveries that we've seen in some time. So where to from here? Look, we certainly think the returns for the ASX 200 will be more modest from here, just given the elevated starting point for the market, trading around sort of that 18 times mark. Certainly will be driven by the economic recovery and the earnings momentum that we're likely to see potentially into the August results. No doubt the next few months will be quite topical for companies with trading updates, etc. And given there's only about 20% of companies that have provided some form of quantitative guidance, we think there certainly will be a lot of trading updates that have the potential to really move the market over the next few months. In terms of our best ideas, we have made a number of changes this month just in light of our views. We certainly think the recovery trade, reopening trade is still very much on, just given the valuation divergence between some of the structural growers and some of the value reopening plays. So in terms of the additions this month, we have added ANZ firstly as our most preferred major bank. We have taken out Westpac in favour of ANZ. Just given the relative valuation of ANZ, it's de-risked its loan book as well. It's taking costs out, so we think it's very well placed to benefit from some of the tailwinds that we're seeing in the banking sector. Also in the financial space, we have added Tyro payments. We have recently initiated on Tyro with an ad recommendation. It is one of our preferred financial companies, and we see it as a play that really captures that trend into digital payments and really that cashless society that we're moving towards. There's a number of verticals it can certainly move into, e-commerce, as well as moving broadly outside its core verticals of retail and hospitality. So we think Tyro Payments is very well placed to benefit from some of those trends and to gain market share. Also in the mid-cap space, we've added Sonic Healthcare, obviously a beneficiary of what's happening with COVID-19. We think the testing numbers will continue to be strong even after the pandemic ends. We think testing will be a key driver of it. It's one of the key leaders in Europe as well in that pathology space. It's got $1.3 billion worth of dry powder sitting on the sidelines. So it has made very smart acquisitions in the past, and we'll see Sonic Healthcare likely to deploy some of that spare capital into very smart acquisitions moving forward. So very much like Sonic Healthcare. This month we've also added Reliance Worldwide into the list. Now this is a behind-the-wall plumbing supplier that's really benefiting from some of the themes that we're seeing in US housing. It just continues to go from strength to strength, really on the back of the strong US economic recovery and obviously Joe Biden and the stimulus that's going in to their economy. So we think Reliance offering you that high single-digit earnings growth over the next 3 years, trading at a reasonable multiple, about 20 times, so slightly over market, but giving you that strong and continuous growth and particularly leverage to that US housing recovery. Also, we've added this month Whitehaven Coal. We see that as a key beneficiary from obviously the energy transition which is taking place, but also the market's not really ascribing much value to its second best asset, which is Narrabri, as essentially attributing no value to that. So we think Whitehaven, whilst they've had some operational issues in the past with it, we think with a very strong balance sheet, strong cash flows driven out of that asset, we think it will continue to benefit from a recovery in coal prices there. So they're the key changes that I really wanted to highlight this month. For more information, please feel free to click through to one of our analyst videos where they go through the thesis around why the stock has made the best ideas in much more detail, or speak to your advisor for more. Thanks very much for tuning in, and we'll speak to you again next month.